What's up, Buttercups? This is the Poor Lipstick Addict here, Devin, and this is my whole collection Project Pan for 2021 October update. I think update 10. That would make the most sense, I think. Yeah, 9 or 10. So pretty sure 10 though. October. It is. I currently just did my weights yesterday on October 31st. So, yeah, and I didn't wear makeup today, clearly. Just a lip gloss. So, everything is pretty accurate to what it looks like now. I know sometimes will do the weights and then not be able to film for like a week. So then it's kind of sketchy, but it should be pretty accurate. So, first up, the product that has been in this project the longest, to me, or in my collection the longest, is the NARS Blush Mini in Dolce Vita. It is pretty crumbly right now. It started to crumble last month and it was just like pieces, and then I repressed it and it's also crumbly, so I can't really tilt it up too much, but it's barely covering the bottom. I can see pan pretty much everywhere. It's literally just a little tiny powder of blush left, but I only use a little bit, so it's taking, a little bit longer. I thought for sure it would be done by this update, kind of. I figured it would kind of crumble and fall out of the pan and onto my brush and then onto the floor and all this stuff, and it'd be a mess. And I thought by then, because of all that, it would be done. It is not. I'm thinking by next month it will be done, and it's basically the end of the project. So as long as it's done by December, the finale, I'm going to be super happy because I'm sick of using it. Honestly, I just really love it. It's like my favorite blush color, shade-wise. The formula's alright. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's kind of chalky, though. But as a person who didn't really use blush at all before I got this blush, it's doing great. And I like it to, add a little color to my eyes when I am running, for work or whatever. I just, add a little sweep of it. I'll blush my cheeks with my blush brush, and then I'll just, kind of go over my eyelids, kind of like that, blurred effect. It looks super pretty. A little mascara, and then I'm ready to go. So sorry, those are my dogs. So yeah, it's been going really good. I do really love the color. And I have another blush mini like this that I purchased. And it's the Orgasm blush, which is lighter, so I don't know if that, and more shimmery, so I don't know if I'm gonna like that. And I really only purchased it for the tinted lip balm mini that comes with the set. So now I'm kind of like, well, do I just give it to a friend or do I use it next year? So I'm still debating. Probably by Christmas time I'll know if I'm gonna work on it or if I'm gonna give it to a friend. So I will let you guys know. Obviously, if it's not in my project next year, then I didn't use it. And if I do a project next year, I haven't decided yet for this kind of project. For sure, lip project, but anyway, back to what we were talking about before I went on a tangent. I used it 22 times this month, and it now weighs 17.61 grams, which is a difference of 0.5 grams. So pretty on par with what I normally do, a quarter to half a gram is usually where I go with this product, but because usually it's closer to a quarter of a gram every month, but because I've been using it and it's been crumbling or whatever, that's why it's going a little bit faster these last few months. My ABH primer sample, haven't used it. I have not had time since I finished the cream eye color to use my eyeshadow palette that often. So, and I only use this when I use my eyeshadow palette. So as you can tell, I didn't use it at all this month. And I never like fully did any eye looks really. Just like I said with the blush is the only thing that I've been putting on my eyes besides eyeliner and mascara. So I'm just kind of giving my eyes a break. I don't know. Maybe the next 2 months I will have use on this. But if not, I'll finish it next year. No problem. But hopefully we'll see if I can finish it. I don't really use eye primers, so I forget about it. And then when I do use eyeshadow, I'm like, well, fudge, do I take my eyeshadow off and then use it? Or what? Yeah, at that point, it's kind of dumb. So no uses, no change. It's still at 4.19 grams. And I weigh it every month because sometimes it grows. So, yeah. Then we have my Dose of Colors eyeliner in the shade Caviar, which is the black one. And even though I use it all the time, it still looks identical to what it looked like last month. And it still weighs the fucking same. Oh, excuse my language. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to bleep that out. It still weighs the same. And don't worry, I'll probably forget to bleep that out because that's just my life. It weighs 4.95 grams, so no usage gram-wise, but I did use it 8 times. So I probably used 1/100 of a gram, but my scale doesn't weigh that much, or weigh that well. So, all right. And then next up is my Dose of Colors eyeliner in the shade Splash. And as you can see, it is empty. It is down to the nub. So you can kind of see it there, but it's at the plastic tip. I scratched the crap out of my eyeballs if I use it anymore. It weighs 4.97 grams, which is a difference of 0.01 grams from last month. I used it, oh shoot. Sorry, I used it, it's a difference of, oh my gosh, I was reading the wrong information. It weighs 4.92 grams, which is a difference of 0.02 grams. Wow, I'm an idiot. I just said the 1/100 of a gram thing. I meant thousandths of a gram, like the 3rd decimal point. Whew. I'm losing it. Anyway, I used it once as a lip look for Halloween. I put it on as a lip liner, and then the last little tidbit that was left while I was using it as a lip liner broke off, so it basically went down to the nib. And I used it 28 times total over the course of the project. 0.13 grams. So that is done. Thank goodness, because I'm not a big blue person, but I did like it as like a break from black. Next up is my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Sand. This is very dark for me right now because I'm at my palest. Coming up in the next couple months, I'm going to be pretty pale, so I really don't use it very often. But if I do use it, it's just for touch-ups, and I have to like blend it out a lot and only use a little tiny bit, and then usually like brush over it with like a powder eyeshadow or something that is lighter so that it kind of shade matches me better. So right now it goes a little slower. I've marked it down here. This is where it's at. Yeah, I decided to start marking it. I noticed I haven't really marked it, but there hasn't really been too much progress. It might be a little bit lower than that now that I'm looking at it. But it weighs 32.62 grams, which is a difference of 0.19 grams from last month, and I only used it 7 times. And like I said, I just do like, I take the doe foot and just do little dots. And I don't like this product just because the packaging like gets super messy right here. Is like caked in product, and then when I close it, it squeezes product out right here, and then if I have it laying down in my drawer, it gets all over stuff. So I have to have it standing up, not in my little makeup container, which is kind of a nuisance. So it's nice to have though for those big pimple days, but right now I don't really get too pimply, and if it is, it's like a little tiny thing that I don't even bother covering up because, you know, we're humans. So yeah, that is that. And what else do we have? My Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. This is the Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. I really hate this packaging because it is so freaking heavy. Like, it's good quality packaging, but like, girl, a plastic, like, would be fine. This thing is like hefty. So like, if you stand it up like this, it just is always falling over. It always knocks stuff over on my vanity and stuff. So I have to, like, I leave it laying like down like this now. But like, this part is so heavy. Like, the top is so much heavier than the bottom piece. I don't know how that is. I just freaking could have broke my glasses. I'm really sorry about my dogs. It weighs 43.32 grams, which is a difference of 0.59 grams from last month. And I used it 24 times. I didn't use makeup a ton. I love the wand, but it's like super cakey, the product. So I feel like once it dries out a little bit more, like, it's super like wet. So like, I feel like once it dries out a little bit more, I'll like this product more, and it'll be more like the one that I had last time, which I believe was from Maybelline. That one is like my favorite drugstore, and the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara is my favorite high-end brand one, but I don't buy it anymore because now it's like $26 or $25. I don't know, but it used to be like $18 or something back when it first came out. I'm pretty sure. Like, and now it's just not worth it. This one I got free with that purchase of my Sultry palette. So that's the only reason I have this one. And when I'm done with this one, I just bought my backup, which is another drugstore one that I found at TJ Maxx that I'm going to try. So, yes. That is that. It's alright. The wand is great, but I wish it was like a little bit drier. And then my eyeliner from ABH. I don't think this has, it's just a liquid liner. Yeah, it just says liquid liner in black. Is at 9.68 grams, and I've used it once, which is a difference of 0.03 grams. And it's like actually a liquid liner with like the brush. But I think I want to say it's a felt tip brush. Like, it's not like a, I don't use eyeliner very often, especially this kind. So that's all I know about it. But those are all of those updates for you. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Sorry my updates aren't, you know, super exciting. I did finish this, sort of. I mean, it crumbled twice now. The last 2 months it's crumbled every time I used it. It's a very dry formula. Just throwing it around. I used to say that I really liked it. Like, when I first got these, I really liked it. But now, like, ever since, you know, you start using it and, like, using the little sharpener thing on the pencil, it, like, seems to dry it out. I don't know if it's just, I don't really know what the situation is. But every time I use it, after I've used this little sharpener thing on it, it just crumbles. Like, more and more, it just crumbles. I don't know if that's eyeliner in general. Like I said, I don't use eyeliner a ton, and usually I used to just get, like, sharpenable pencils. So I don't know if that's just me or if it's just, like, the formula. I don't know. It could be user error. Honestly, that's probably what it is. But that is all I have for you guys today. Sorry it takes me so long to update. Sorry my updates aren't as exciting as they used to be, probably. But like I said, I usually just do this for me to keep myself accountable for my projects, and I don't know, just give me something to do, honestly. So if I don't have time because I'm busy with work or school or the dogs or who knows what, it's probably not that big of a deal. But I know that some of you guys watch this stuff, and I really appreciate it because it makes me, like, more motivated to make progress and, like, have exciting videos. But like I said, thank you for you guys' support, and that's all I have. Bye!